and thank you for joining me as I play along with Christmas in April. It's a collaboration that we do every month on the 25th of the month, that we do a Christmas layout. And I gotta tell you, I think I'm getting low on Christmas pictures, like I'm getting them all done. So we'll see how long I last this year. But for right now, I am scrapbooking pictures of my husband opening his gifts. We have a golf club. I don't know if you can see Eliza's reaction in the background. We have his stocking that he's got, a pair of shoes, and my sister gets him an ornament every year. When I took out, I put my layouts away almost as I do them. Not 100%, but they all are, except for one, I think, put away right now. The last one I did is not. So I went into my album and I found this page, which will be the companion page. This is a page I did last month with Christie's 30 Days of Sketches. So I went back to the sketch. What I'm going to do is flip the sketch. So I think this will be like this in the album. And I really thought I used the rest of my papers because I was trying to go in for papers that I didn't have a lot of. But I found this background. I did find this white paper. I found, and these are going the wrong direction. Oh, no, you can't tell with these what direction they're going. Because there's a photo going to be there, we can piece that together. The only thing I didn't come up with is this. This is probably out of my stash. I know it's very thin paper. It's not Christmas, but I do know exactly what paper this was. I probably used it on a different layout, had a little bit left, used it. So I went into my stash. This is not going to be the same, but it's on the other side of the layout, and it's not very big. So I found, and this, I don't know if this is going to work or not. Well, actually, now that I look at the layout or the sketch, it's got chevrons going down the middle where I tore the paper. So maybe chevrons going this way will work. I normally wouldn't put them that way. I'd put them this way, but you can see it's a similar color. It matches the paper. So I'm going to tuck that in there. And the only other thing I have to figure out then is all the little goodies that go on here. I probably won't do a title as we've got this nice Merry Christmas 2022, but I will do some clusters over on this side. So let's get scrapping. So I've already forgotten to tell you that the sketch was by Brandy Joe, and that was on March 13th of this year, of 2023. And I'm super excited to be using it again. So I go ahead and tear that white patterned paper, same as I did on the other side. I usually go for, setting up things in the background, getting that all situated, getting it figured out before I dive into my embellishments. So I take the snowflake piece of paper, and I can use it all up, so I'm not afraid of just using the whole thing and then tucking it in so that it matches the other side. And if you haven't seen my channel before, I am kind of more particular than I need to be. You could very much just kind of line these up, stick them down, and be done. But you'll see in a minute that I bring in the other side to make sure that they're kind of layered similar widths as the other side. It's kind of an overkill, but it makes my brain and my heart happy, so that's the way I do it. And it takes longer, but again, it's the way I do it, and that's the way I like to do it, so I'm not changing. So I finished tearing up both of those, and then I'll tuck them under and get them about where I think they should go, and then bring in the picture just to make sure that it's going to cover up the seam, or I can change where the seam ends up. So, and here's where I'm kind of saying, does it look about right? And once I figure, yeah, it looks about right, then I can go ahead and glue it down. But I just want to make sure. Oh, look at that. I think it looks perfect. And then I match that up. Now, if you can see the seam there where the two pages go together. That pattern paper matches. Oh no, I figured out why it matches up exactly because I cut it in half. I was like, that is so crazy how two 12 by 12s can match up so nice. It's not. It's one 12 by 12 cut in half, and that's why it's matched so nice. It's a good thing I used the correct side, right? I mean, it wouldn't have matched up if I had them switched around, if that makes any sense. So I do finagle these. I just want to make sure they're not running off the top of the page, so I don't have to trim down anything when I'm done. So then I carefully, once I get them lined up to where I like them, I want to be careful to get them down in the right spot too. So that's what I'm doing now with my ATG. And then I will get the pictures up on here where I want them. But right now I'm making sure that the papers don't go anywhere. And then I was super excited to find some of the embellishments as well that match up with the page, the companion page. I have quite a bit of Christmas, but every time I go into Christmas, it feels like nothing matches. And I had just this year gotten a whole bunch of, it's a advent calendar type things from my scrappy bestie Becky. And so I got a lot of new things in my stash, and that helps matching things up. I can't wait for the day when I use more of my stash up so that I actually need to go out and buy some Christmas things, something new to me. I did go and buy a paper pack from Michael's in January of this year that was on super sale, and I just couldn't pass it up. But other than that, I'm on a spending freeze as far as Christmas goes. No other promises, just as far as Christmas goes. So here come out all the embellishments. I got a doodlebug penguin, and since there are penguins on the sheet on the left-hand side, I am so using that penguin. And like I said, some of that stuff is on the other side, so I was glad to be able to have stuff that match. I'm not sure where that pink joy came from, but the Merry and Bright definitely came from my friend Becky. And the colors match so good on here, I just have to use it, even though I said I wasn't going to need a title for this size. So, for this side. So the things I'm grabbing out there is Fancy Pants from Wishmas, Tags and Labels, and I had used some of that stuff on the other side. In fact, I've got 2 of these packs, so that candy cane tag that I used on the other side, I'm using the same exact on this side, but I don't think you'll ever notice. And there's and I'm just trying to layer it up, so I've got a pink ribbon there. It's got the tag with the snow globe on it. I really like that joy because it's got that pink in it. I layer up that red and white and pink striped tag. And just moving things around to get it how I like. I removed the ribbon, and here I'm just trimming around the penguin so I can see where it might fit before I glue it down. There's a couple cupcakes that match the paper so nice they had to go on there. And then I know I want it like a journaling spot because it needs to be a journaling spot on both sides, and I don't think I have a journaling spot on the other side. I find this tag with the heart on. Aw, I had to use that. And here I'm looking for that journaling spot, but that blue one does just not make it. I do put the string that comes with the kit, with the tags and labels, I put that into the heart tag. And I think there's 2 other tags that I'll put the string in as well. So here I'm thinking, oh, am I just going to plop this down? No, don't do it yet. You might put it down, you'll never get it up again. So I do hang on. Ooh, I like it better on that side. I do hang on to it while there's going to be my journaling spot. It's not going to be room for a lot of journaling, but you know what? It's just going to say what he got for Christmas, so that'll work. It says to and from on there, but I will cover that up with that tag. And I did the similar thing on the other side. I just put a snow globe and a tree over the to and from. And the next time I look at it, I don't even think I will remember that it's the same tag on both sides of the layout because they look different enough. So here I'm just getting the pieces down into that cluster, including that penguin, which I'm kind of now in love with, because where else are you going to use a blue penguin? And it fits right in here. I get the title down. Make sure you check out everybody that's playing along with Christmas in April. I'm always so excited to see what everybody else is doing. There's a lot of talented people out there, and I'm so glad they always let me play along. Here I am getting that tag glued down, and then I put these cupcakes down because they match so nice. And I put the pink one down on top of the photo, so I'm not moving it. The green one, I don't want it right on top, but I don't want it floating out there either, so it goes in closer to the penguin. That's what I mess around with right there. And there is a tree that I forgot I was going to use, so I snuck that up there too. That's the exact same tree that goes on the other side too, but I think that's okay. It makes it cohesive. So I'm finishing up by putting that string in so that there's no naked tag holes. And that should be about it. Oh, no, I found it. I wanted to use one of those labels. It's not very many things left from the stickers that came along with us. So I do try to get the bow in there, which I don't, but I decide that pink label can go up there where I can put the date on it. And that bow is not going to make it. Make sure you check out the close-ups at the end. I want to thank you so much for sticking with me through the end. Oop, 2 more trees I got off these Doodlebug stickers. I was glad to use those up, and they match the title so nice. Have a fabulous day. I'll see you again soon with another video.